Sexy Chocolate Aries Love here, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. Let me explain Vlogmas Day 9. I didn't feel good on Vlogmas Day 9, so I didn't give you guys a Vlogmas Day 9 on its actual day. This is a makeup for Vlogmas Day 9. And also, if you see me wearing the same clothes, don't be alarmed. I'm going to be doing Vlogmas Day 10 as well. So, yeah, let's make up Vlogmas Day 9, and then later I'll give you guys Vlogmas Day 10. So, for Vlogmas Day 9, we're going to be discussing, also we're in the kitchen, so this is my dining room area, not the kitchen, but the dining room and the kitchen, well, whatever you call it. Let's get back to this. Vlogmas Day 9 is basically, what I said was Vlogmas Day 9, the acceptance of plus size fashion. So, as you all know, plus size fashion has become widespread popular, also, and is in higher demand, and for people who are up in size and not just regular, regular average size, which would be more like a 8 to a 10, and then you got 12 to 8, then you got like, 16 to 18 in the plus size range, and 12 as well. And more people are speaking out against fashion houses for not releasing plus size worthy clothing. Now, we do have plus size brand stores, but we don't have a lot to go in store of. Like over here in New Jersey, there's not many plus size stores to go into, besides Ashley store or maybe like Bryan and Torrid. That's the only other store that is plus size, Torrid. But we have online stores endlessly. Fashion Figure, Monty CF, what's in the brand store? Ashley Stewart is online, Lynn Bryan is online, Torrid is online, but we have actual stores in them, so they don't count. Fashion Figure, who else there is on that? Playful Plus, Lovely Wholesale, Cup She's In, Fashion Nova, and then, yeah, it's a whole bunch of brands online, but we don't have no lot of fashion, but plus size fashion stores, which kind of slightly irks me a little bit, because the reality is, we should be able to get some sexy things out of regular store. We should be able to have a store, enough stores that we can go to, not just Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryan, and Torrid. Over here, I just got Ashley Stewart, Lane Bryan, and Torrid to walk into. There are other houses that hold for fashion plus size brand houses, but sometimes you be really thinking, like, we really don't have an actual authentic plus size store to literally walk into, and I think like that a lot, besides the only couple I just named. That really is annoying. Goddamn. But yeah, it really does annoy me that all our stores are literally online, while everybody else's stores literally in the public. And why I say it's acceptance of plus size fashion, this pool is skimmed. Everybody who comes in the design game does not think about plus size designing. And I hate to say it, we can't really I hate to say it, we should not force people into giving us what we want, and or if they don't, they'll lose their business for it, because I'll be honest, we don't know how long, or let's say we don't know how hard these people worked and learned how to, put up their brand. And, most people don't really know how to design around a curvy woman's body. And we can't oftenly say, oh, they just don't want to do it for us because they don't like, no, that's not the case. It's like, I only design for curvy women because I taught my eye how to trained my eye for plus size women. I trained my eye how to sculpt around a plus size woman's body. I trained my eye to cut out bigger patterns for plus size women. For smaller people, it's a little difficult because they didn't train their eye like that. They trained their eye for smaller people. But I said this pool is skimped, though, is because anyone and everyone who gets into this plus size, or get into this fashion game, they don't think about plus size women. They head straight for the regular size models, and then that's it. And then if you do have someone who thinks about plus size design like me, I'm one in a blue moon type of person, because when I walk into a fashion show, well, there's not a lot of plus size fashion. I think at my college, I was the first one to do a plus size fashion show. Not to say that there wasn't no plus size fashion shows before, but I'm the only one that probably wanted to do an all authentic plus size fashion show with 3 models. And I didn't have, and I say that to say because there are plus size models in the fashion shows, but there weren't plus size models like authentically by themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a fashion show, and you see a skinny person, average woman, and then plus size woman. You didn't see a full on plus size fashion show. I had a full on plus size fashion show at my college, and I think I was the first one to do it. Not to say I could have been, but I'm just saying I might have been. And we go through and as we go forward through life, there are going to be people who want acceptance of plus size fashion, more plus size fashion. Why? Because not everybody now is a size, the regular average sizes that I mentioned earlier. We're not small to average to big. We're literally of different varieties: small, average, big, BBW, medium, which is a small and a medium, and then we got large and extra large. It's a variety of people now, and a lot of plus size women want to be accepted into these stores. That's why they want more plus size. That's why plus size women want more plus size range in every store. Or because it's like people don't get it. When you walk into a store, we want to be able to feel pretty. We want to be able to feel confident. We want to be able to feel sexy too. For years, plus size women have been put down because they are not sexy. They're not the size of an average everyday model. Tall, skinny, a nice bust size, and a nice booty size. I'm gonna just say it like that. They don't look like the average woman. And what irks me the most is when people get into between these music industry, these fashion industry, everybody who's plus size gets into these industry, and then they gotta force to be slimmed down into a pencil, slimmed down to fit our generation and the next generation standards, which should not be the case. If you don't like the plus size body as it is, like the plus size people as it is, don't fuck with me, bruh. Like, don't come near me. Don't be a part of me. You don't have to be a part of this journey. This is my journey, my walk, my influence, my life. I'm plus size, and if I don't want to change myself to fit this fucked up ass job that I have, which is in these industries between music, fashion, and modeling and all that type of stuff, then don't fuck with me, because I want to keep my career as it is. And I say that a lot. I say that because plus size people don't want to change for y'all. Everybody be screaming, oh, y'all need to slender down some, and maybe a man or a woman will come to you and go to bed with you. It's not always about the bedroom. It's not always about wanting someone to come to you desperately. It's about the fact that we do not care about this standard in life where we gotta look like a hourglass shape, and it's not true. That's not happiness. I keep on my lips. Ooh, it hurts. That's not happiness, and that's not free. That's not fair. We should be able to design, have fashion, and look cute and confidence in our own personal bodies. Acceptance of plus size fashion is important because we are people just as well as regular size women are people and women as well, and men. I did not forget you guys either. Now, we're going to talk about the change in fashion because there are a lot of brands that had to change in order to keep up. After they saw what happened to fashion, after they saw what happened to Victoria's Secret, it's a done deal. Like, once Victoria's Secret got out the game, Savage Fendiette came in, Mother Riri, came in and took over by storm. She's now the #1 brand house, and she knocked VS out of its place. But VS announced its comeback. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I can't wait to see it. But anyway, moving forward, brand houses are starting to do it now. Donatella Versace had a fashion show about, a month ago? Yeah, a month ago. A couple months ago. And she showed us her perfect, she showed us all her brand, all her collection pieces. And then she had 2 plus size models come out. One brown skin, one Spanish. There's golden one change. Coco Chanel. I think it was one plus size model there. I'm not sure. It might have been 2, but I don't know. I didn't really get to see that one very well. Dolce & Gabbana definitely had a plus size woman there. Actually 3. Who was Gucci had a plus size woman working their model runway. And Prada had another one. Armani, Dior, everywhere is starting to put plus size in the limelight. Even VS, even after it got shut out, it start putting plus size in its ad campaigns and plus size in its videos and everything. Why? Is because it's needed to be accepted. It's not fair now. We're not living in an old era no more. It is time for plus size people to be seen, heard, and accepted. Fashion wise as well. We are not gonna all live. We are not all made to look like a size 2, 3, 4, or the size of an average or a stick, or the size of an hourglass figure. We're all meant to be different. And the problem is now, no one wants to elaborate or accept different. That's why when people jump into this fashion design game, they literally head for that way, which is regular size only, and they only want to design for them because they can design around a body that's smaller. No one wants to take their time out and maybe sit down and think, well, how do you design around a curve? How do you make sure her hips look good, even though she's a little chubby on certain areas? How do you make the cellulite hit right and it look good, all dainty and pretty? How you make the boobs sit perfectly up, and then the dress looking all flawless and flawless and a gown, this, that, and third. No one wants to do that because it's time consuming. It takes about a minute. Tim Gunn said it best. He's upset with this fashion game because the reality is no one wants to do the job. No one wants to do the effort. He said in a video that everyone in this fashion game wants to design for smaller models, but don't think about the women. Design for smaller people, but don't think about the plus size women men in this world that need clothes too. And then on top of that, he also said this pool is very skimp. That's where I got that word from, and that's where I got that form of, that form of scenario from. He said this pool is very skimped. There's not a lot of people that want to be a part of this plus size game, and people just think it's best that they just design for smaller people because it's easier. No one wants to put in the effort, sacrifice the time, and put in a lot of strain. And it's true, but they're not me. I put in the sacrifice, the strain, and the time. Trust me, I do. And I do it every day, year, everything. I perfect my craft every time, every month, and every year. I don't stop. I don't, I take the feedback hard. Trust me, when I say I do, I do. But at the end of the day, I still design like a designer's supposed to, and I work my ass off. Even when something comes out too small, trust me, I've been working on my craft for a minute now, and I've been getting good at each time as I go. It is fun, and it's starting to get up there. I can't wait to do this collection next year because I'm definitely going to go do it. I just, it's a lot, but I am going to go do it. But that's what he was saying. The plus size world needs love. Everybody in the regular size world is getting a lot more attention than the plus size attention. What really hurt me though is if you ever seen this movie called Size 14. It features a video, God rest her soul, I forgot her name was, but it features the video and an adventure and a journey of a woman who was plus size, who was from I think Australia or London. And she was invited to New York Fashion Week to be a model in one of the fashion shows. And she was a size 14. And during the process of the journey, one of the TV hosts, so they had brief moments in TV hostess where she was talking to people who were called designers, or not even just designers, magazine editors and all that type of stuff, top chief people. One lady made me mad as hell. She sat there and said, the TV host asked her, well, hey, don't she look beautiful? She's beautiful, she's big, she's a BBW, she has a nice shape. Where she says, no, she looks disgusting, she looks overweight, unhealthy, and sick. Just because we overweight and have a stomach does not mean we're diabetic, we have a disease, we're obese. It just means, one, we're a hefty sister and a soulful one, and two, and she wasn't just black, she was white. But when I say sister to anybody, technically, white or black, it doesn't matter. She was beautiful shape, but the lady said no, she's disgusting, she has health issues. I'm like, wow, that's so fucked up. It don't make no sense. But y'all gotta think, in this society, there will be people like that that will tell you, look, being plus size is not a thing. You should really go small. You really get more attention like that. Don't listen to people like that. Please, please. We need more plus size influencers because I feel like it's none out there. None, not a damn soul. Oh, once you become a plus size influencer, you gotta deal with the bullying, the talking, the smack talk, the over aggressive people acting like, oh, why we gotta listen to you? Why we gotta pay attention to you? You big. Don't nobody want to see a plus size woman walking on the runway. And that's how people feel. But when you think about it, we need more acceptance. And people are starting to accept it now. And I'm so glad brands are starting to flip and flop. Because now this generation has fought back. I like the new generation because they do speak on real points and views. They do speak out and say, hey, look, we are not all just one size no more. We are not just we're not small, skinny, hourglass figure. We want more plus size, and that's what we want. And I'm finally glad to see that designer houses like Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, Armani, Chanel, Dior, all of them, they are starting to put more plus size in their brand, and it is beautiful. And I cannot wait to be doing my own little plus size brand, but also just seeing plus size people be more accepted and having more brand houses. Even if we do got them online, I still wish we had more in store, but we do have a lot online, and I'm loving to see that the change is starting to really prosper, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. And yeah, that is the acceptance of plus size fashion. By the way, plus size women, you are the beauty and the bellies of the ball. Please enjoy being plus size. What the hell is that? Oh. If you guys do want to change your bodies, do it for yourself, not for anyone else. And with that being said, that's really all I have to say. Again, fashion brands are starting to literally accept plus size people. And that's what we need more of. Thanks for watching. I am Sexy Chocolate Aries Love. I will see you guys in Vlogmas Day 10. Again, this will be a little bit later. Thanks for bearing with me, and I'll see you in that one later on today. Deuces!